Lots of exciting news.
Yes.
Dubai-based. I love that. I love that Dubai-based. What are the things that you're most excited about? And for people that don't understand what DePIN is, what is that?
So first and foremost, DePIN is Decentralized Physical Infrastructure Networks. The easiest way to explain it is you already know the big centralized networks, such as Amazon, Google, Microsoft. They run and own all the operations, and rightfully so. They keep all the profits and revenue. So everything is very centralized and in-house. There's a lot of control. There's no privacy, essentially. A lot of your data is actually resold. This is where decentralized physical infrastructure comes in, and it breaks down the barriers of a central entity having control, and it allows end users like ourselves, you, anyone, to contribute to the network with nodes and servers. What that means is one of our partners, Iagon, they're decentralized storage and computing. We run a large operation of nodes on a global scale where we contribute to their storage solutions. So we have about 1,100 terabytes worth of storage right now where end users can essentially utilize it, and they don't know who they're utilizing it from. We don't know the data they're storing, and it's complete privacy on both ends. This is what DePIN does, and essentially, because we run those operations, we get the revenue share model. Now, as decentralized as these networks are, they're very exclusive in who they share the revenues to, which is the node operators, which creates a technical barrier for anyone that doesn't know how to run the nodes. They're essentially left out in the cold, right? This is where Nuvola steps in, and we operate nodes on a global scale for several partners, and we revenue share those models that normally someone wouldn't tap into via our NVL token, and that's how we're able to share the sharing economy, essentially.
Nice. No, I love that. Yeah, I've been staking the NVL on the platform. That's cool. I've been seeing cornucopias pop up there. Iagon, that's exciting. You just partnered with World Mobile.
Yes. World Mobile was exciting. We were actually in talks with them for quite some time, and then it finally formalized just last week. So we're real happy, and it was actually made a connection through Minutes Network, which is the brother of Mickey. His name is Josh, and he's the one who made the connection for us to World Mobile, so we were able to solidify that.
That's fantastic, man. That's exciting. I mean, I think the whole world of DePIN is really coming to fruition right now. I'm seeing that a lot of buzz behind your project. I love the name.
It means cloud in Italian.
Cloud in Italian. That's cool. It's like clouds everywhere, right?
Clouds everywhere, just like the clouds were everywhere.
So do you expect that list 4 years from now, a year from now, to be like twice or triple the size of the partners? How many partners can you fit? Is there a max? Is there a limit? Is it infinite?
It's infinite. So our model's built off of the 1 to X model, which I'll explain. Essentially, someone makes an initial purchase of NVL. That's their input, so it's 1. The X is the variable that continues to change, which is our partnerships or revenue streams. So when we first started, we had 1 partnership, so our model was 1-to-1, where you purchased NVL token, you staked it, and you got exposure to 1 revenue stream. So it was 1-to-1. Then we began to partner with more tokens from our treasury supply and the funds that we raised, and now the model has transformed into 1-to-6. So for that same initial investment that you made that one time, you're now gaining exposure to 6 different partnerships, which are providing 10 different revenue streams for that one user. So our current model actually is at 1-to-10 when it comes to revenue streams. And we have a treasury that we keep redeploying strategically into further partnerships, further expansion. So right now our partners, we're at 1-to-6. I think by the end of the year, we can maybe squeeze a few more in there, but our long-term goal for the next 2 to 3 years is about 25 to 30 partnerships, I think. Yeah.
Wow. I mean, that's super exciting. I mean, when you're providing liquidity in the DeFi world, like I've been playing around for a couple years now, it's like you get 5 types of rewards, but this is such a different animal where you could get 1-to-20, you get 25 extra reward tokens, and so now's a good time, man. I mean, now's a good time to get into the Nuvola project.
Also, our token doesn't suffer to emissions or dilution like a lot of DeFi projects. So the main utility of our NVL token is to be staked and held. We don't pay any rewards in our own token. We only pay in partner tokens, which they already strategically formalize their tokenomics to avoid their own version of dilution. That's why we partner with them, which is a whole separate conversation. But our token essentially has 0 sell pressure. It's only utilities to be held and staked. And as more and more partners come online, more revenues come online, even if someone on the open market was to dump a bunch of tokens and the price was to decrease, our NVL holders' revenues would actually increase in parallel because our stakers are the only ones that earn from the revenues. So if there's less stakers, the same amount of money or an increasing amounts of revenue are going to less people. So that's essentially what killed sell pressure. There's no dilution or emissions. So we're very proud of that model and structure. And if you look at our growth, it's actually started to show on the charts as well.
Oh, I've been looking at that, and that's some like jujitsu, some high level like jujitsu type tokenomics right there. Because when you think about it, from an investor standpoint, you're like, wow. I mean, yes, there's a sell pressure. There's a lot of upward nature to it, and just by default, I don't see any other projects doing that. And I love how you guys gave all basically like what over 90% of the tokens are out already in supply.
Yeah, I think we're at the exact number. I think is 77% is in with the public. 23% is with the treasury, and then there's a couple of the tokens elsewhere. But the majority is held by the public. So, and they love that. We actually undersold our sale. We were at 54% sold. And all the remaining tokens, the 44%, we gave right back to the initial investors. So they got double what they actually originally paid for, and it allowed significant growth afterwards with our model. And like I said, there's essentially been zero sell pressure for the most part.
And the fact that there's just a small amount of tokens, right? Like you got 20 million total. I love that. I love that from like the Bitcoin ethos. That's really interesting, because I think that when people get into projects, they don't understand the total supply of the project. They just think of the token. They just think of getting it. They have no idea.
Yep.
I really think that that's brilliant in many ways, and I'm excited.
It was like a psychological aspect to it, because the first thing people think of when they think of Bitcoin is scarcity, and
yes.
That number 21 has been engraved in like the crypto industry as like the number of scarcity, and like, you know, demand is shrinking by the not demand, but supply shrinking by the day. Demand is increasing, right? So it was a psychological spin-off to that, and it clicked with people right away. But then our model really backs everything that comes with the scarcity and demand in that number. So we're very happy for it, yeah.
Raul, thank you so much, man. When we get back to Philly, we're going to do a nice dedicated video with you, because I know you guys got some bigger announcements coming in the future.
A lot in the pipeline. Nuvola Drive, C-Hub, a couple more partnerships that are brewing. So yeah, we're expanding more operations. So we have a lot to disclose in the later Q3 into Q4.
Fantastic, man. Fantastic. Keep up the good work, brother. Thank you so much. Yep, thank you.